What's going on, good people, man? Thanks for tuning in and welcome back. You know who you're here for. Is it me or is it for NF? We'll just say it's for NF. Hopefully, you know where you're at. If you've never seen this face before, how you doing? Welcome back. You are locked in with the Ruppleberry man. You're here in the land for the Jimmy Jams, and that's what we got today. We have a donation request today for NF. I miss the days. Now, if you don't know who NF is, the boy is a lyrical genius, and he is one of the most emotionally filled artists that I've listened to. He speaks from here, and he gives it to you as raw as he can, and he makes it make sense too. So shout out to anyone who's an NF fan, because I think you guys have just made me into one. But today we're checking out I Miss the Days. Let's see what's up. Oh, this is a lyric video, by the way, so we can follow along, right? You know how fast he gets.
I miss the days when I had a smile on my face and wasn't so caught up in all of the small things. Wasn't so adamant that I could handle everything alone. It wasn't so cautious and always exhausted. And actually listen to things in my heart said. Riding my bike, it's riding my bike. Not overthinking my life. Not always wondering if I'm a likable person or someone that nobody likes. Not
wondering if I'm a likable person or someone that nobody likes. Those are the struggles. Those are the struggles, especially when you're growing up and you don't know which way is up sometimes. Yeah, but
not overthinking my life. Not always wondering if I'm a likable person or someone that nobody likes. Not always stressing about money or losing my job or scared I ain't making a flight. Not always going to bed every night with this knot in my stomach that never unwinds. What happened to me? Yeah, what happened to me? When did I start to believe I wasn't worth it and question my purpose to breathe? Wondering who I should be. Happiness out of my reach. Scared to get back on my feet. Need to get rid of what's detrimental, but it's hard to let go when the thing that hurt you help you get to your dreams. See, I miss the days when
it's hard to let go when the things that hurt you help you get to your dreams, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I thought me smoking was like me opening my mind and expanding myself, and I was becoming more creative and all these positive things, and they helped until they didn't. And it became just wasted time and just I regretted it every time I did it. Like, bro, I should never did that, because now I can't do anything for the next couple hours. It's a bad feeling.
get rid of what's detrimental, but it's hard to let go when the thing that hurt you help you get to your dreams. See, I miss the days when I wasn't so faded. Love wasn't always invasive. I could embrace it, just innocent waiting, not always living in anguish. When did I break it? Become overtaken. What was the moment I caved and gave away all of my faith and made a replacement? I miss the days when I miss the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling love. I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids, yeah. I feel like life was so much simpler then, yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent, I give it all to feel that way again.
He misses those days. He misses being a kid. Oh, we all miss those days, bro. Miss those days of being a kid. But one thing I've always said, right? I've always said this. Growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Now, I'm going to say it again. Growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Now, I'm saying growing up in the sense of the childlike imagination, just having fun with things and just finding joy in little things like kids do. That's the growing up, not being responsible and doing what you got to do and due diligence and all that. It's a part of growing up, but you have to do those things. But you don't have to forget what it's like to smile and be happy just because the sun's out. You don't have to not be happy just because some red robins landed in your yard and you grew up in the South, and so you blow a couple of kisses until they fly away. You don't have to stop doing those things.
We were innocent. I give it all to feel that way again, way again. Give me my mind back, yeah. Give me my mind back. The one that told me I was worth something when I fall flat, yeah, fall flat. The one that told me I was worth something when I'm off track. Back when my imagination wasn't in the cage and it was free to run fast, yeah. Give me my mind back,
yeah.
Give me my mind back. Before it was hijacked and wasn't described as a place of limitation, always indicating I can't handle everything from my past. Hated anything it dissects till I'm depressed. I know I'm blessed, but I'm cursed too. Take me back when I was happy, but I wasn't acting. Vulnerable, but didn't see it like some kind of weakness or a thing that's unattractive. Had emotion, but I learned to mask it. Didn't know what I was running after. Didn't know the older I would grow, the more I lose control and take another baggage.
Yo. Wow. Do you miss those days, man? I'm sure you do. But then there are some people who they don't want to go back to those days because those days were the bad days. And going back there means you got to relive those days. But you got to go back there to save that kid. You got to save the kid.
Sad when everything you thought was stable crashes. Everything you thought would take the sadness really only made it deeper. Got me off the deep end asking, will we ever feel like we imagined? Will we ever feel like we adapted? Will we ever feel like we did back then? Just take me back when I miss the smiles we had when we were young.
Yeah.
I miss the memories of feeling love.
Ooh.
I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids, yeah. I feel like life was so much simpler then, yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent. I give it all to feel that way again, way again.
Those days, bro. Those days. Being a kid was some of the greatest days. You outside on your bike. You know, you go to the store with $1 and you come out with like 4 items and a juice. Like, you know, like when the days were a little bit simpler for you and you didn't worry about the heaviness of life. And you just worried about making sure you got back to the house because your cartoons was coming on. Like, it was different. It was different. But shout out to NF.
Yeah. Just running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids. I feel like life was so much simpler then. When we had joy and we were innocent. I give it all to feel that way again, way again.
Man, NF, bro. 100%. I love that song now. This is my first time hearing it, and I love that song. I miss the days. Now, like I was saying, growing old is mandatory. You cannot fight time. We all get older. It happens. I just so happen to still have the same face I had when I was a child. If I shave all this off, oh my gosh, I'll probably look 12 years old again. But the mentality that we had when we were younger, the imagination, the creativity, the carefree, the willingness, the daringness, the fearlessness that we had when we were younger. That is what we miss, because we have come out into the world and the world has beat down and kicked us and told us that we have to limit ourselves because there's no way. But there is a way. You just got to find the way. And you got to feel like it's the right thing. You have to believe what you're doing is good for you and is going to work for you. And it will. But you have to believe that. Like, if you don't believe that, there's no use in doing it. You're not going to jump into the ring with Mike Tyson and believe you can't do it. There's no way. There's no way. I don't care. At this age today, like, I'm not even going to call Mike Tyson into the ring. And he's like 60-something years old. That man could punch a hole in an elephant. I'm not going for it. You got to believe you can do it. Now, the fight might not be easy, but the belief that you can win is what drives you. And as a kid, that's all we had was just belief. We believed everything. We were so naive. Then you grow up and it's not like that. And so you say, it has to be this. I have to do this. This can only be done like this. This can only go so far. Blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. Live with that creativity like a child. Dream like a child. Just put it out there, bro. And put your best foot forward and see what happens. I promise you'll be surprised. NF is the man. To my subscriber who donated for this one, I do apologize for the wait. I do appreciate your patience because this is so worth it. This was definitely worth it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know where those buttons are. Hit them, tap them, do all that good stuff. Get out there and go find a good reason to smile, man. Go have a good day.